All right. Next section. So that's covenants. We got two final sections here.
Two
So
little ones, little baby ones. Stay tuned. Keep it up.
this one, all right, I'm gonna be nice with this one. Okay. PVP itemization. It's a hot topic right now. We have been following the constructive feedback about the range of gear available on our PvP vendors, and we agree with the underlying concerns. While WoW is an interconnected ecosystem of different content and systems, and we feel that the very strongest characters should be the ones who participate and excel in a wide range of activities, each individual progression path should offer the majority of the tools required for success in that path. The current PvP vendors fall short of that goal. We are considering a few different solutions, such as reworking the stat coverage of the vendor gear and or providing PvP specific bonuses through those items. As soon as we've settled on a direction, we'll share our plan for feedback. Wait, what? We'll share our plan for feedback? I don't know what that means. And get the changes up on beta for testing.
Okay.
Share.
First off, we are Raiders. We are Mythic Plus people. We are PvP. This is what Ready Check Pull is. I have to tip my damn hat to Stoops for coming up with the fucking, you know, the PvP community. We're all WoW players. At the end of the day, we're all WoW players. And he lit a fucking fire under the content creation people's asses to talk about this, to talk about how the vendors were just were actually ended up being worse than not having the vendors. And that was the solution that they said right here that really tickles me and I love it, is providing PvP specific bonuses through those items. Example of PvP specific bonus is resolution. What was it called?
You
again?
don't even remember.
Oh my god, I just blanked.
Resilience.
Yeah, that's an example of the PvP specific bonus. And if they're adding shit like that, fucking A, dude, I'm PvPing again, bro. Like that, I'm telling you right now, that gets me excited because I know how happy. I haven't watched any videos, I haven't seen any feedback from anyone yet, but I'm gonna assume that if they're going to rework the stat coverage, is the main issue that people had, is that there weren't enough stat combinations so that you could get the stats that work for your spec character, whatever. And if they're going to do that, that's the change that people asked for. If they're also going to add PvP specific bonuses on those items, like resilience and I don't know, fucking hit rating, whatever the fuck they bring back from BC.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, if they do that, that's fantastic. It's because now this is going to make people like Zax happy, because Zax doesn't give a fuck about the PvP specific bonuses. He's just like, you know what? That's not for me. It's taking up stat weight off of my gear. That means that it's going to be a little bit worse in rate, potentially a little bit worse in rating and Mythic Plus. And if that's the case, then I don't have to get that gear. I don't need to worry about that gear. That gear's for the PvPers. And they get a gear set, gear pieces, gear items that is perfectly optimized for them. And then they get a little bit less if they try to come and get go into the PvE realm and they try to, you know, grab some all stats, no PvP specific bonuses though. They might be a little bit worse off in PvP. This right here might be the return of PvP in World of Warcraft. That I said it.
Damn. I think you might be adding you might be projecting here.
100% I am.
Yeah, I think he's saying like I don't know what he's saying, man.
Bro, he's saying that they fucked up with the vendors. They don't have enough stats.
Yeah.
We're gonna fix that. And then he's saying that they're gonna add. So the place where I'm embellishing is what he means by PvP specific bonuses. That's where I'm embellishing a bit.
Right, yeah. You're saying something that makes sense, and they might not be doing something that makes sense.
Yeah. I hope they do though. That would be so good. That would be so good.
Hey, what I'm hearing from you is that you want PvP gear to be the best. PvP gear to be the best in PvP.
Yep.
I'm with you. That sounds good. PvE gear is the best in PvE. Hey,
Yep. All right, we're
amen,
on it.
dude.
We got some ground, dude. We're on it. We're
So
good.
we're on the same page there.
All right.
Uh, but where it gets weird is this sentence at toward the beginning where he says, "WoW is an interconnected ecosystem of different content and systems." Duh. And we feel that the very strongest characters should be the one who participate and excel in a wide range of activities.
Yep.
That's the part that weirds me out. That's the part that super weirds me out. That's like him saying, if you want to be the very strongest mythic raider, you have to battle pet. It's like what?
You
What?
threw me for a loop there. I didn't expect that one.
Yeah, it's like what does that have to do with mythic raiding, man? But I mean, really, what he's saying is like, if you want to be I mean, what I'm projecting, I guess, he says we feel that the very strongest characters, to me, that's top mythic raider. Try to bust out mythic raid. Uh, should be the ones who participate and excel in a wide range of activities, which means in this case PvP.
Yep.
I no likey that. No likey that. I want to be the best in PvE. All of the shit that I need to be the best in PvE should come from PvE. That's how I feel about it. And I feel like
Yep.
it's the same way
That's
for
how you
PvP.
feel. Yep.
If you want to be the literally the number one ranked PvPer god, literally, I think literally every single piece of the gear that you use should come from PvP. You're a PvP god. It should all come from there, dude. Why you shouldn't have to like mythic raid to be the best PvPer in the world. That just doesn't. I don't like that. But a lot of people, I think, like Asmongold even says this. Like
Well, hold on, hold on,
he
hold on, hold on.
strictly disagrees with that. If you want to be the best player, the best PvP player in the world, a lot of people think you should have to mythic raid as well, and I'm not with that.
No, no, no. All right, all right. So I'm not on the end that to be the best in arenas, you have to be the best in Mythic Plus, as well as the best in Mythic Rating, as well as the best pet battler, as well as, I don't know, the best backflipper in real life. Like, I don't believe, like, you have to do all this shit, right? Like, what I'm saying is that I don't find it any problem that the PvP community has to do Torghast to get their legendaries. I don't find that to be that big of a problem. I don't find it a
Right, because
big
that's
problem.
not challenging. Yep.
Yeah, I don't feel that it's a big problem if there is one specific trinket, maybe an item, whatever, or a quest that you have to complete or do whatever. And if for someone who is a mythic raider to have to do a random battleground every once in a while, I don't find
Why?
that that's a problem either.
What's the point?
So the point is you wanna give people options to or give people the reason to experiment with different aspects of the game because the game is so big, and I think that that's a good thing. Now, if there's no way that
the best.
yeah, I think that you should, if you want, again, if you want, what they're doing right now is perfect. The vault is a perfect scenario of this. If you want extra item options, you do more PvP. You don't have to do it, but you do more. You get a little bit extra item options out of your chest. Now, that's fine. I think that shit is perfect. You don't have to do it, but if you want to be the absolute bleeding edge best, that's what you'll do to get there. And I don't have a problem with that aspect of the game. I think it's fun, especially for people at my tier level, my world fucking 300 or whatever, like that type of like tier level. Like, I think that that's good for the game. People like me in the area that I'm in, we get bored from constantly having to do only one thing all the time. We want to play different aspects of the game. It'd be cool if it carries over to our characters. I know we disagree on this. I know that you are definitely a hard stuck. I want to be either PvPing or PvEing. If I want to do both, I'll do both, and I'll just have two different sets of gear.
Yeah, well, my thing is like, it makes a lot of sense if you're like building up a character from scratch. You can get benefits from both. You can like double gear. You're just blasting, and you're doing both things. You get gear from everywhere. And like, cause it's like you're doing like normal level difficulty of stuff, and then you're like doing heroic level of stuff, and like a little bit higher PvP. Now you're getting like heroic gear, and then it's like, all right, boom. Now I'm at mythic level. I'm doing plus 20s. I'm crazy rated, whatever. You're getting all this stuff. the way I see it, the crossover, being able to get gear from wherever you want and it crossing over to the content makes all the sense in the world at the heroic level. I just think it gets whack. It gets bad to me when it starts crossing over at like the bleeding edge mythic top of the line level.
Yeah, I can
Like
respect that.
crossover is cute when you're gearing up, but when you're the big daddy, when you're PvP god number one, you should be living in PvP and be chilling. You don't have to do
Well,
a
yeah.
thing.
Well, you didn't
Every
bring up
single
that.
piece you get is from PvP. That's what I think. Once you're at the highest level of that content, all of your rewards should come from that content. That's just
Yeah, you didn't bring up
my
that the
feelings.
fact that it's really hard to be the top at something. So like if you're the top mythic raider, the top mythic plus, the top whatever, like it is really hard to go into PvP and do good. That's a whole nother game. So to get
Yep.
the reward that is the best, that would benefit you to be the best, is fucking hard. That is a whole different game. So I totally agree with you there. I'm saying at the lesser level, I think crossover is fine. I think crossover is even good in those situations. But if I want to be the best mythic raider, that means I'm spending all my time mythic raiding. I don't have time to learn all the interactions of PvP, and I'm
Right.
with you on that, man. I'm with you on that.
Yeah. Yeah. But I kind of like added that whole thing into this conversation. It's not even like really what it's about. It's about like, hey, what the development updates like, hey, we
Oh,
brought
well,
back
yeah,
vendors.
this is awesome.
Hey,
This
hey, everybody.
yeah.
You've been asking for vendors for a billion years, and we said no. And now we're finally doing it. But we fucked it up because we forgot how to do it. So we're fixing that. We're listening to you again. We're
Yeah.
fixing the vendors. So it's
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, cool. Okay, you didn't just throw a vendor in there and forget about it. You're actually like working with us. Now we're gonna try to get a vendor that makes sense. Okay, cool. Thank you, Blizzard.
Thank
That's a
you,
plus.
Blizzard.
Yeah, hopefully it's a plus. This PvP specific bonus kind of that sounds good to me too, because that, like you said, maybe that means you get resilience, but it's like you get resilience for lesser regular stats. So it's like
Yeah.
it's better in PvP but worse in PvE. Dude, sign me up, dude. PvP power. Oh, I'm in
Yeah.
because I'm out.
Bro, we need to start a new hashtag. Hashtag bring back resilience.
Oh,